In this video, we will cover defining the light source definition and checking light source placement. When working with lighting fixture families, the light source is an important component to pay attention to. In this project, select one of the 2x4 lighting fixtures and then click Edit Family. When the lighting fixture family opens, you can see that this is a face-based family, and the light source is actually upside down. This is the way that it needs to be, because right now we're viewing the face of the extrusion, and when placed in a project, the lighting fixture will be placed on the face of the ceiling, and so that's why the lighting fixture is upside down in this view. The yellow component is the light source, and you can select it in the view as long as it's enabled. If this was not enabled, you can check light source in the properties palette with nothing selected. Select the light source, and then you can see the parameters in the properties palette, and there's also a light source definition tool in the contextual ribbon. When you click Light Source Definition, it opens the Light Source Definition dialog. There are two controls here, Emit From Shape and Light Distribution. For Emit From Shape, you can select Point, Line, Rectangle, or Circle. In this case, we're working with a 2x4 lighting fixture, so Rectangle is selected. Under Light Distribution, you can select Spherical, Hemispherical, Spot, or Photometric Web. Be aware that if you want to use an IES file to define the light distribution, you need to select Photometric Web for that parameter to be available. For this lighting fixture family, Photometric Web is selected. So I'll click OK, and then looking at the parameters in the Properties palette, you can see that the Photometric Web file is one of the parameters that's available. All of the parameters are actually associated to family parameters. When I click Associate Family Parameter next to Photometric Web File, you can see that it's associated to the Photometric Web File family parameter. I'll click OK to close the dialog and then deselect the light source. Then I'll click Family Types. When I scroll down to the Photometrics properties and then click in the Photometric Web File value field, there's a More button. You can click this button and then navigate to the location where the IES file is saved, select it, and then click Open. There are also several other parameters that you can control, such as the tilt angle, light loss factor, initial intensity, and so on. I'll click OK to close the dialog, and then in the project browser I'll expand Views, expand Elevations, and then I'll open the front elevation view. Here you can see the extrusion, which defines the face for the face-based family, and the light source. Now, a common mistake when placing light sources is that they are placed inside the geometry of the lighting fixture, or they're placed inside of something. And that will be an issue when the component is loaded into the project. And so the light source needs to be on the exterior face of the fixture. And so in this case, the lighting fixture is going to be placed in the ceiling, and then the light source is on the exterior. So we're in good shape here. If the light source was placed inside, then we could have some issues inside the project. Lastly, I'll switch back to the project, and then I'll select the downlight spotlight and click Edit Family. And when this family opens, you can once again see the light source, and I'll select it, and then I'll click Edit next to Light Source Definition. Now this light source is a point because it's a spotlight, and then the light distribution is set to photometric web, and we have a photometric web file that's being used to control the light distribution here. So in summary, the main thing you need to pay attention to with the light source definition is emit from shape and light distribution, and to use an IES file you need to have photometric web selected.